So, Bengals fans, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about what happened this happened today? Do you really want to talk about it? Because it seems like I was right all along. What's going on, everybody? This is LC Muscles 20 here, back in the brand new victory lap. This is the victory lap for week one. The Steelers are victorious over the Cincinnati Bengals, the defending AFC champion, who I told you guys in my 8-week was going to have a Super Bowl hangover this year. Well, we're off to a good start. The Steelers get the win against the Bengals, and yeah, the Steelers, if it wasn't for the Steelers offense, this game would have been a lot worse than it was today. What's up, Dave 3000? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just enjoying the Steeler victory. Sorry it's late, but you know what? I wanted to get my thoughts out on the game. I wanted to wait a little while. I went out to the beach. I just wanted to just chillax and not think about football. I didn't even watch the afternoon games. The majority of them were blowouts anyway. So I didn't miss much, thank goodness. But the good thing is the Steelers, we got ourselves a win. It may have come at a little bit of a cost, but it's good to knock off the defending AFC champion, especially in week one. After I've been hearing the Bengals and their fan base talk a lot of shit, and they were very confident about how the Steelers weren't going to be as good this year. How the Steelers, ever since they lost Ben Roethlisberger, they've been pretty much been terrible, and now that Ben was no longer here, we're going to sweep them again. Well, the sweep is not happening this year. My God, this feels good, man. The first time in 4 matchups we have beat the Bengals, and it feels so dang good. We've lost 3 in a row. We finally break that streak, which I told you guys has not happened since the 80s. And it once again, I'm proven right because it does not happen again. The Steelers get the job done, 23-20 overtime over the Cincinnati Bengals. And now we could go back to calling this team the Bengals. Oh, man, this feels good, though. But I will, all kidding aside, I do give the Bengals fan base, I do give one person credit, and that is Dashy. I want to give him a shout out for a good game. Dashy, good game today. I was in your live stream during your live reactions, and you had a good show, and I'm pretty happy that you were able to get a good audience. It was a good, fun show, but one of our teams had to lose, and it was your guys' one. I told you guys pretty much what was going to happen if the Steelers were going to win. I told you guys the Steelers would need to get pressure on Joe Burrow. We got that 7 sacks. We've also gotten 4 interceptions and 1 turnover and 1 fumble, which is absolutely incredible. The defense play their goddamn lights out, man. We got 2 forced fumbles. That's right. 1 fumble recovery. Man, this team just played out of their mind today. The Steelers defense is absolutely fantastic. The only thing is, though, TJ Watt could possibly be out for the year. And if he is out for the year, then we're in serious trouble. But, man, I just really hate to. I really hope to God it's not a long-term injury. I really hope not. I just hope it's just only a few weeks. If it's a complete pec tear, he's out for the year and we're screwed. But if it's only for a few weeks, I think we can manage. This won't be easy the next few games. Even though next week will be easy, I'll get to them in a little bit. I think that this game, it definitely helps my confidence in the Steelers. I'm extremely excited for next week's game, and I'll talk more about them in a little bit, but I did want to go over Hunt Max's video. I wanted to go over originally on the Hay Week analysis during the 4 Horsemen pick'ems. We just didn't have time. It was way too long of the show. We went for almost 3 hours. We just didn't have time for it. But realistically, why would I give the amount of time for Hunt Max when his video is the exact same every time? It's just ridiculous. I just could not believe it. But with that being said, I think that the Steelers just did what we needed to this game. Our offense could have been better, absolutely. But it's the first week of the season, and a lot of teams had rust going into this game. A lot of teams experienced rust from not really playing this season. So I'm interested to see how this offense goes moving forward. We don't need a bench Mitch Trubisky yet. People have been saying, oh my God, bench Mitch Trubisky. He was so terrible. Did he throw an interception today? Did he lose us a fumble? Nope. I don't think so. So I think he's fine by me right now. I think he's a good starter for right now. I think he's going to be good, especially for the next couple weeks. I think Mr. Trubisky did what he needed to do today. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. But you know what? He did everything he needed to get the win. And I was just happy that Mr. Trubisky was able to get what needed to be done. And his first touchdown pass as a Steeler was to Najee Harris, which was pretty cool. I really liked that. I would have liked to see the other receivers do more, but you know what? The Bengals defense has improved. I will give the Bengals defense credit. They played a good game. Pretty much when they got all the turnovers, the Steelers did score 17 points off those turnovers, but the Bengals defense did what they could to prevent it from being more. It could have easily been 25, 30 points, but I'm just happy the Steelers got the win at the end of the day. Joe Burrow, I definitely think he's got a Super Bowl hangover coming for him. The Bengals, that offensive line looked awful. Let's be honest here. The Bengals offensive line looked really bad. And people want to say, oh, but the Steelers offensive line is one of the worst in the league. Oh, the Steelers have no one on offense. Well, whose offensive line looked better this week? Huh? I think the offensive line looked better. What's the Steelers? The Steelers only allowed 1 sack compared to 7. The Bengals offensive line has not changed, and I absolutely love every bit of it. And now the Bengals go play Dallas next week, who's playing right now on Sunday Night Football. It's an absolute crapshoot of a game. It's 12-3 Tampa. Oh, God, this game's so bad. That's why I wanted to come on and do my victory lap. I'm very happy about it. Next week's victory lap will be up on Wednesday before the Four Horsemen Pick'ems, which I'll be excited to do because it will be here at this location. And I'm just happy that the Steelers will be in a much better situation going forward with the offense. I think the offense is only could go up from here. I think the Steelers offense is going to continue to get better. Our offensive line is still pretty good, and I think that we definitely played really good. We did lose Mason Cole for a bit, and J.C. Hassenauer came in and played pretty well. I think the Steelers offensive line, it's good right now. It's definitely not the worst. It's good. I think it's pretty good. And it was better than the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line, where the Bengals spent how much money on their offensive line this year, all season? Like over $56 million. We didn't spend half of that, and our offensive line played better today. So whose loss was more heartbreaking, Bengals or Titans? I say the Bengals. Let's be honest. They're defending AFC champions. The Titans are a complete joke of a team. I'm sorry. Ever since that divisional loss, the Titans have just lost respect. I just can't get behind the Titans anymore. They're going to be a terrible. I don't think the Titans will be anywhere near as good, especially with them losing A.J. Brown. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? But overall, though, Dashy, I am expecting your bet payment videos coming up soon. You did your push-up challenge, which you did tell me, and you are filming the song challenge, which I'm excited for. You can do the, I don't know if you'll, if you remember to do the soda over the head, I will remind you of that. But overall, though, I'm still excited for the rest of the year for the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to prove a lot of people wrong. The big thing is TJ Watt going to be back or not? If TJ Watt's out for the rest of the year, then we're in big trouble. But if TJ Watt is out for the rest of the year, we need to go after Roquan Smith for the Bears. We need to make a trade for him. I think he would be a good one-year player, and we go get him, and we have him as a trade to replace TJ Watt if he's out for the year. That's what I think we should do. What's up, Tiger Raven? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. You guys got a good win against your former quarterback, Joe Flacco. What do I think about the Bills? The Bills are the best team in the league by far, and it's not even close. But what about the Chiefs? Chiefs play the Cardinals. The Cardinals' defense is extreme. I'm just not a fan of that Cardinals' defense. Chiefs look good on offense. I will not deny that, but I only saw a little bit of highlights, so I really can't comment too much on the Chiefs. But I think right now the Bills are the most complete team in the league, and it's not even close. So I'm excited to see what the Steelers will do if TJ Watt is going to miss the year. I really want them to go get Roquan Smith from the Bears, make a trade for him. He is worth the first round pick if you do go choose to get him. I don't like next year's draft class is nowhere near as good, like interior line as it was last year. I think last year's was much better this year than getting interior linemen. Next year's draft does not look that favorable, so I rather would give up that first round pick next year if you want to go get Roquan Smith to replace TJ Watt if he is out for extended period of time. It looks like everyone else should be able to come back. Najee Harris, it looks like he was standing on the sidelines without a helmet, but seemed like he was fine. He was standing on his own 2 feet, which is fine. I thought he was going to be severely injured. Everyone else came back in the game, but that's the thing. We just got to get through the rust a little bit of not having everyone play. Well, let's call a bet proposal, David. Me and Dash, you both agree to a bet, and whoever's team loses, they have to do that bet. So, but still, I'm just interested in seeing how well this team does the rest of the year. I want the Steelers to just do the best they can. I really want the Steelers to shock the world. I think we could shock the world still. I think the Steelers are still a playoff team. I think the Browns barely beating the Panthers was a complete joke. The AFC North is still wide open, and the Bengals are now the bottom of the AFC North. After winning the AFC North last year, they're now the bottom. How does that feel, Bengals? Hunt Max, I feel no shame in roasting you. Your team is just you're the worst Bengal fan I've seen. You've been exposed multiple times. You're not really a Bengal fan. It was a dumb rookie mistake to make a bet with you my rookie year, but you know what? I moved on from it, and your hate week video was trash, and it was the Steelers owned you. Pure and simple, the Steelers beat you now, and I want to see your crow. If you don't make a crow, then it's your own fault. My standouts for the game were probably Deontay Johnson and Minkah Fitzpatrick. They both had excellent games, especially that one-handed catch by Deontay Johnson. That was absolutely insane. I love that catch. That was a great catch by Deontay Johnson to set them up on that last set of overtime. That incredible one-handed catch. That was amazing. I'm laughing at Bengals fans on Twitter. Oh, God. They're probably crying in their Cincinnati chili. Even though I will admit Skylight chili is pretty good. They're just crying into it tonight after that tough loss. But still, I'm extremely happy the Steelers won. The Steelers get the job done 23-20. The Steelers will play the Patriots next week. And I'm extremely excited for that game, especially because my hate week is almost done for that already. I already did my intro. So that'll be awesome. The defense showed out what they could. The Steelers, when they came down to it, Pratt Freiermuth and Deontay Johnson came through in the clutch. Even Zach Gentry came in and had some good catches. Overall, I'm extremely proud of this team. Boswell, all you guys, the defense, everyone you guys showed up today and was great. The Steelers just did what we could. The Pick'em Street is on my buddy Alexander the Great's channel, Apizzle 90's channel. It's an ugly win, but we'll take it. Exactly agree. On to the deflate tree. That is right. So, previewing the Patriots next week, Patriots only put up 7 points against the Dolphins, and the Dolphins did look pretty good. But the Patriots offense looks so bad right now. I think the Patriots offense is one of the worst in the league right now. If you had to pick all the worst offenses this week, the ones that are the most disappointing, you have to put San Francisco up there. You have to put the Patriots, and you have to put the Packers on there. I'm not putting the Jets because at least the Jets put up more than all three of those teams combined. Except for the Niners. The Niners only put up 10, but still. The Jets had to play with Joe Flacco as a backup quarterback. The rest of you guys, the 49ers, the Packers, and the 49ers, Packers, and Patriots, you have no excuse whatsoever. Thank you, Sentinel. I appreciate it, man. But those Niners, man, what the hell happened to Trey Lance? He looked abysmal, man. And losing Elijah Mitchell early, that is just so disappointing. Everyone in the NFC West will be 0-1 so far. That's actually funny. I did not think of that. I hope the TJ Watt injury is not a serious ending. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's only going to be for a few weeks, which I would rather prefer. But if it is, we need to go for Roquan Smith. Against the Patriots, though, they're one of the worst offenses in the league. And their offense is just so bad. Like, the Dolphins just completely shut down Mac Jones and the Patriots. And I'm excited because I think the Steelers right now are a 2.5-point favorite in this game. Even with Najee Harris questionable, I still think the Steelers will get the job done. The Patriots offense looks anemic against the Dolphins. It looks so bad. Patriots in general, their offense has just been so bad this entire, like, even so. The Patriots offense, just Damian Harris, Jacoby Myers is your leading receiver, and then Nelson Aguilar. Oh my God, this team looks so bad. I'm sorry, this Patriots-Steelers game, it's going to be an ugly game, but I think the Steelers will get the job done by at least 10. I think the Steelers' defense is going to show up. You gave the Jets credit for putting up a fight. Hey, at least the Jets did put up a fight. With Joe Flacco as the backup quarterback who should not be in the league anymore, I'll give him credit. I think we're going to definitely beat the Patriots next week. I don't think the Patriots are anywhere near as good as people think they are. Their defense was not that good at all. They let Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle run all over them. I think the Patriots are really going to have a really bad year this year. The offense looks just so terrible. And it looks even worse. I think the Patriots may score most 13 points. So if I had to pick, I'm going to go 24-13 Steelers next week. But I'll talk more about it in my hate week. What's up, Awesomeness? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Awesomeness. Shout out to Awesomeness. She had her Washington Commanders team. As much as I want to say Washington Redskins. That's the real name, the Redskins, not the Commanders. The Washington team beat Jacksonville. So you guys open up with a win in the first week. So that was actually a pretty good game. I saw the highlights for that, and you guys put forth a pretty decent game. So I'm glad you guys were able to get that win. So next week should be fun, though. But the Steelers, how about the Steelers, man? I think we put up the best defensive performance in week 1 in general. Not the Bears, not anyone else. I think the Steelers put up the best performance in week 1 for defense-wise. We got 7 turnovers on the Bengals, 6 turnovers, 7 sacks. You can't beat that. I'm just so dang happy for my Steelers, man. That game was insane. The only reason why we didn't end it earlier was Boswell hitting off the post. But if I had to sum up my final points for this game, the Steelers offense does need to click a little bit better. I think it's going to happen over time. Game ball goes to Minka. Absolutely, I agree. But if you just prove the offense a little bit, this team is going to be scary. Their defense is pretty good. I just hope we could do well without TJ Watt. I just really hope so. So that's going to do it, guys. That's my victory lap. Dashy, I'm looking forward to your bet payment videos. You guys are, we'll see you guys on Sunday Night Football in a few weeks. And actually, no, it's week 11. I'm sorry. We'll play you guys in Sunday Night Football in week 11. We'll see you then. But until then, time to beat the Patriots. With that being said, this is LC Muscles 28 here signing out. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Have a great night. And remember, never underestimate a team that's a 6.5-point favorite. If you do, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Maybe the Bills and Bengals ought to realize that now, and maybe the lines makers shouldn't put us a 6.5-point underdogs anymore. Just saying. Have a good day, everyone. Wait a minute. Before I go, I got one more thing. Someone sent me a goddamn message. I wonder who this is. If it is who I think it is. God damn it, Psycho Mike, you got me. Bye, guys. I'm leaving.